There are a lot of epic champions in this game that are completely underrated and completely undervalued. Today we're going to be talking about one of them. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am Felris, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends today, finding out just what exactly these champions are capable of. And today we're going to be discussing my guy Ultimate Galek. Now, Ultimate Galek is an epic orc, and let me just say, first off, he looks incredible, right? Purple hair, right? He's got the logo, he's got the cape, he's an upgraded version of a regular Galek, right? And he has a really cool kit, and this guy was such a carry for me early game that I wanted to revisit him, see what he was actually capable of doing now that I have upgraded gear and whatever. I did manage to pull a 4-star blessing for this champion pretty early on, so that was part of the reason why he was so good for me. Let's just see what exactly this guy can do. Hey, you, stop right there. Click the link in the description below to get a free Corrado, as well as Fane, Ugo, and Vergus as you level up your account in Raid. Here's exactly how to do it. Log out of Flareon Play on PC and uninstall. Click the link in the description below and register with a brand new email. Log in and complete the tutorial. You'll find Corrado in your inbox, as well as Fane, Ugo, and Vergus as you level up. If you're looking for a great start in Raid, this is your chance. Make sure you get your free Corrado as well as 3 free epics by clicking my link right away. Alright, so on is A1 Fury Slash. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a HP burn debuff on the target for 2 turns if this champion is under an increase attack buff. Builds this champion's turn meter by 10% if this attack is critical. Builds this champion's turn meter by 5% if this attack is not critical. On the A2, Crushing Hopes. Attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a HP burn debuff on the target for 2 turns if this champion is under an increased attack buff. Decreases the target's turn meter by 25% and places a 50% increased attack buff on this champion for 2 turns if this attack is critical. Decreases the target's turn meter by 10% if this attack is not critical. Then on the A3 here, Burning Rage. On a 4-turn cooldown fully booked. This Crushing Hopes is on a 3-turn cooldown fully booked. Attacks all enemies 2 times. Each has a 50% chance of placing an HP burn debuff for 2 turns if this champion is under an increased attack buff. Each hit also has a 75% chance of decreasing the turn meter by 20% if the target is under a HP burn debuff. So, on all of his skills, he has a 50% chance to place a burn if he's under increased attack. He does bring his own increased attack on this A2. His passive here is really interesting. On a 3-turn cooldown booked, fully heals this champion and instantly removes any stun debuffs whenever an enemy places a stun debuff on this champion. So, really good kit here, right? He's got increased attack, he's got HP burn, he has turn meter decrease, he fills his own turn meter. How exactly do we have him built? Well, I have him in a lethal set and a speed set. This is just my Thor's gear. He's coming in here with 5.2k attack, 2.3k defense, which is pretty high for a nuker, 227 speed, crit capped with 264 crit damage, and 175 accuracy. Not really banking on that HP burn really at all for this. Let's go ahead and throw a little bit more attack. Put the royal digit on him for 5.3k attack. That'll be super cool. So let's take him into Doom Tower. Let's see what he can do. He's a stud for Faction Wars, right? He's an absolute stud for Faction Wars, for Curse City as well, for limited content. Let's just say floor 1 of Doom Tower hard. We're gonna bring ourselves drop defense. We're gonna bring ourselves a weaken, right? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna bring Arbiter, right? We're gonna bring, of course, our guy Ultimate Galek right there. And let's see, we want a weaken too, so let's bring Esme in as our weaken champion. We could also bring our Seer in as a weaken champion, but I think we're good. I don't have Lydia yet, so when I do, these teams will become a lot more compact. Here we go. We boost up. We go in. Let's go in just with the drop defense. There we go. We got resisted. That's unfortunate. All right, so we've got the weaken. So let's see what exactly. This is the A2, the Crushing Hopes skill. And we're going to go against the Steel Skull here. Bam! 170k damage. Let's go. Like, that is a absolute smack there from Mr. Ultimate Galek. Let's go in with the A3. See what the A3 can do. All right, once again, throwing up the drop defense, throwing up the weekend. Steel Skull didn't get it this time, but this guy did. So actually, well, this is an AoE, isn't it? Yeah, this Burning Rage here is an AoE. Bam! Nice. 50k per hit. That's what it was looking like to me. We can rerun that just to see, but he absolutely wiped that wave. Let's see one more time here on 1x speed what exactly this guy is doing on his AoE. We've got a AoE drop defense. We go in with the AoE weaken. Cool. And then here is the A2. Wow. 50k per hit, or right about 50k per hit with these stats. That is absolutely awesome. All right, and finally, we have to test the A1, because a nuker that doesn't have an A1 that can smack is a bit worse than a nuker who has an A1 that does smack. All right, here we go. Go in with that A1. Get that drop defense up. Come on, land that weaken. Let's go. We're going to go against the Steel Skull one more time. Here is the A1. Bam! 84k damage. He absolutely puts in the work, guys, and these are tanky enemies. We are in Doom Tower hard mode. Now, can he do stuff in arena? I'm sure he can do stuff in arena. He can do stuff in Hydra as well. I haven't tested him in Chimera, but for the longest time, this guy was on my Demon Lord team just as a nuker, because he also carries the burns. Of course, he's great in Faction Wars as well. Let's see what exactly he can do against the Dragon's Lair, right? Just so that we have a bit of an idea across the board what this guy is capable of. We're going to bring our Esme back, right? And we're going to bring our Queen of Hearts back if I can find her. Where is she? Queen of Hearts. There she is. We're going to bring our Queen of Hearts. We're going to bring our Arbiter, since these guys are fast. And once again, we're going to bring our Ultimate Galek. Where is he? There we go. All right, let's see what we've got. Against the dragon. Of course, this team is not going to make it to the boss, but we're going to go ahead and boost up one more time. We're going to go ahead and stick out that drop defense. All right, we got it on the AoE. That's what we like to see. Nice. We got the weaken up. All right, so here is the A2. We're going to go against Venus, because Venus is the tankiest champion on this team. 171k damage. Wow. That is awesome. All right. You know what? Yeah, no, I do not want to end the battle. I want to see what his A3 is capable of. Let's see what exactly his A1 is capable of. We have to watch this very carefully. Go in with Queen. All right, here's the A1. 107k damage. Wow. That is incredibly good on an A1, right? All right, let's go in. Enforced Humility. That's good stuff. Okay, so then we're going to go in with the AoE. Double hit, AoE, absolute nukes, right? And then, of course, he's got the burn, so if these waves do take a turn, he's just gonna burn them to death. Wow. This champion is so strong, guys. So strong. And this is, of course, from a mid-game perspective. Definitely, he is definitely usable as your nuker early on. Definitely one of my favorite champs. As far as epics are concerned, he can absolutely smack. You guys were seeing the numbers that he puts out there. And this is in, of course, lethal gear. So he's got some ignore defense. I don't know that he has Helm Smasher. I don't know if he has Helm Smasher. So the way I did his masteries, he's in a... Okay, he does have Helm Smasher. All right. So I had to change his masteries a couple times. We went with Lore of Steel. Pick up those extra stats. Life Drinker is essential if you're going to use him in any sort of boss content. The Whirlwind of Death here to increase his speed. Just the damage masteries, the crit rate and the crit damage, of course. Of course, we have a attack royal digit, or sorry, we have a attack relic on him. He is fully booked as well, so he's getting quite a bit of damage from the books as well. And +2 empowered just for the sake of it, because I love this champion so much, guys. I think he's super underrated. He can smack. He does so much work for me in Faction Wars. He does kind of need good gear in order to really shine. However, I think the numbers speak for themselves. Let's go ahead and go into arena and just do a single arena fight with him. Yeah, let's get some new opponents here. Who do we want? I think we can take out this Apothecary. No, kind of bad matchups all around for him. Kind of bad. I guess this is all right. So we're gonna throw in our ultimate Galek. I wish I had an Alil. Ultimate Galek, and then maybe Queen, because they're gonna be faster and Queen can just cut in here. All right, here we go. Let's see what we've got. Hopefully we don't take an L. Hopefully we don't take an L. Here we go. We are faster. Good. All right, we're gonna boost. We're going to use Padre. He's going to boost us as well. Sweet stuff. We're going to go in with Queen. Yeah, let's remove. There we go. Let's remove those buffs. All right. And then we're going to let's A1 that Odin. Bam. 94k block revive on the Odin. That is what we like to see. All right. Let's see. We have ally attacks here. So let's ally attack the Arbiter. See what Ultimate Galek is capable of. He is such a competent arena nuker, guys. Let's ally attack the Aostrid as well. Of course, there is drop defense here, but we're having absolutely no problem taking down this team, man. And Wukong slapped us, so we're gonna take an L. But you know, if Ultimate Galek you got in a turn, he was just a little slow there, just a little slow. Ultimate Galek is a awesome champion. Awesome champion. Guys, there are so many epics that are underrated. I recently pulled a Seer, so we're gonna have to do a video on her as well. This champion is awesome. We're gonna have to build her out at some point. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Which underrated epic nukers do you like? I have been Felris, sailing the seas of Raid Shadow Legends, and I will see you in another video.